Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. She grew up in Nigeria with nothing but stories inside her. Moved to America alone at 19. 60 million people have watched her speak. 30 languages carry her words. She changed how the world tells stories. Born in 1977 in Enugu, Nigeria. Raised in the university town of Nsukka, where her father was a professor and her mother an administrator. She grew up surrounded by books, reading everything she could find, writing her own stories from the age of 7, but every book she read contained no characters who looked like her, no African faces, no African stories. She decided to change that. At 19, she left everything she knew and moved alone to America to study in Philadelphia, far from her family, far from her language, far from the red earth and the stories of home. In a country that knew almost nothing about Nigeria, she carried an entire continent inside her. Her American roommate had never met an African person before. She assumed Chimamanda couldn't use a stove, couldn't speak English properly, had never listened to music. Chimamanda was amused, then she was angry, then she wrote about it. Because she understood something important. The most dangerous thing in the world is a single story told about an entire people. America constantly surprised her with its assumptions about Africa. Professors who expected her to struggle. Classmates who assumed she had never seen a television. A world that had one story about her continent and no interest in hearing another. She didn't argue, she wrote. In 2003, she published her first novel, Purple Hibiscus. She was just 26 years old. It won the Commonwealth Writers' Prize and the Hurston Wright Legacy Award. The girl from Nsukka had announced herself to the world, but she was just getting started. In 2006, she published Half of a Yellow Sun, a devastating and beautiful novel about the Nigerian Civil War. It won the Orange Prize for Fiction, one of the most prestigious literary awards in the world. A Nigerian woman was now being celebrated on the world's greatest literary stages. Then came the speech that changed everything. Her TED Talk, The Danger of a Single Story, has been watched over 60 million times. In it, she said something the world needed to hear. When we hear only one story about another person or country, we risk a critical misunderstanding. She wasn't just writing books, she was changing how the world thinks. Today her books are read in over 30 languages. Universities around the world have given her honorary degrees.